Hey guys, what's up? It's Rush from RC Sharks back with another video for the first time in like 3 years. Super excited about getting back into YouTube again, and I thought the best way to do that would be to start a new series. So, what we're doing is a new Project Summit. So, it's a pretty exciting project because it's going to be the first one on this channel, and I hope you guys like it. So, without further ado, let's get into Project Summit.
So I think it's actually appropriate to do some history on the vehicle. The Summit was introduced in early 2009 and it is one of Traxxas's newest vehicles. It's kind of intended to be Traxxas's extreme monster truck, but it's not a true rock crawler and it doesn't really fit into any rock crawler classes. A lot of components from this truck are carryover from the e-Revo, including the chassis, major suspension, and steering components. And also, basically the whole transmission and driveline is shared throughout both vehicles. However, there's a lot of new components on the Summit as well. So one of the biggest things on the Summit that's new was the 7-inch diameter Canyon AT soft all-terrain tires, and they were mounted on the 3.8-inch geode beadlock style wheels. Aren't real beadlocks, but they look like real beadlocks. They also have front and rear remote locking differentials and high articulation CV joints. So the Summit was really more of a crawler style of vehicle, whereas the e-Revo was the go fast monster truck at the time. The Summit also has a 2-speed remote shifted transmission with an ultra low gear at 70 to 1. So that's pretty great, and it gives you really low speeds for climbing with a lot of torque. Also, something that was really awesome about the Summit was that it had an integrated exo cage, external roll cage, from the factory on the body. So this is really cool because it gave it a really rugged look, but at the same time it actually protected the Lexan body very well.
Alright, so now it's time to take a look at my Traxxas Summit. And what you're looking at right now is just a couple of the components that are going to be a part of my build. But that big box at the bottom is the one that contains the base truck. So let's tear into that right now. Alright, so now let's tear into this box and see what we got. I got this truck on eBay, so hopefully there's no surprises that are coming our way. Alright, so now that we got the truck out of the box, let's take a moment to look over all the components and see what we have to work with. So right now, here's what the truck has. It has all of the suspension left over, so that includes the aluminum body titanium nitride shaft inboard shocks, and they actually feel like they're in very good condition. They're very smooth and have a good actuation. We have all of the servos intact, so the two steering servos, the shifting servos for the locking servos for the differentials. So there's one here and one over here in the back for the back and one for the front, and then we also have the shifting servo for the 2-speed transmission. In the back here we can see that we still have the motor plate intact and all of the rear suspension in good condition as well. What's nice about this truck is that we also still have all of the LEDs installed in the vehicle, and most of the plastics are actually in good condition. However, we will be going around and replacing most of them because we want to get this truck looking brand new. So strange as it sounds, one of the things that I like doing when I get a new kit off eBay or something like that is going and testing all the servos that are included with it, because it's super easy to include a servo that's not actually functioning. So what I got here is a LED servo tester, super easy to use. Basically all I gotta do is give it power, and then this dial over here controls the angle of the servo, and you just plug in servos at this end. So let's test it out. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and test right now is the steering servo on the left hand side. So all you gotta do is plug it into the servo tester. And it appears that we're getting movement. So that servo's fine. Next servo we're going to test is the shifting servo. You can see that when we give it actuation, it's moving and it's moving the linkage. So that's perfect. So the next servo we're going to plug into the tester is one from the other side, which is going to be either a shift servo or something of the sort. I don't know. Let's see. So as you can see, full actuation on that one too. So that was actually the servo for the rear differential. We're going to go ahead and test a different servo. You know, and it's appearing that all these servos are actually in really good nick. So that's good. What we're testing right now is the shift servo for the 2-speed transmission. And actually this button right here, if you press it, the servo tester will cycle the servo for you automatically, and you can use this to adjust the speed at which it cycles. So that's super slow, and this way is super fast. So I'm not trying to burn out that servo, but that one works. And the last servo we're going to test is this steering servo over here. So the last servo we're going to go ahead and test is steering servo. So both steering servos are working, and I think that when they're working together, it's actually going to give us a lot of steering torque, which is going to be really great.
So I think now is an appropriate time to kind of explain my goals with this truck and go through what I want to do with it. So basically, this truck is going to be a full teardown. After that, we're going to rebuild each individual component so that it is better and stronger than it used to be. Now that doesn't necessarily mean upgrading it, but that does mean, you know, cleaning the components, replacing things like bearings and stuff like that, and then adding a mild brushless setup to power this truck, so it's going to be faster, stronger, and look pretty much stock. That's the big thing for me. I want this truck to look completely stock, so anyone that looks at it doesn't see anything special, but once it starts running, they're going to be wondering, what the heck is that?
So there you have it. That's Project Summit. The next couple of videos are going to be tearing it down, rebuilding it, trying to meet our goals. So I really hope you guys subscribe so you can keep up to date with the build. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.